Hi, I'm Hamza. Hey, Hamza, what do you do? I'm an IT consultant. So you fix computers? Oh, no, not that kind of IT. Oh, but you can fix my Wi-Fi, right? I could, but it's not what I do. I know, you're a coder. Bro, I got this sick app idea. It's gonna make millions. Can you make an app for me? No. Not interested. Okay, let's first talk about IT, then we'll talk about consulting after that. We're all interacting with technology. It's taking hardware and software to work together to bring it to us, bring this video to you. So when you're looking at IT jobs, you'll see a lot of two main different categories. There's functional and then there's technical. And more recently, I've been noticing that I've had a lot of something we call techno-functional. Technical roles are the ones that most people think of when they think of IT. These are your database administrators, developers, the network engineers, security professionals, hackers. Okay, there are different kinds of hackers. Some are even good. They're called white hat hackers. Okay, now for the functional roles. Functional roles are often the ones you'll see with an analyst type of a job with it. So you'll see a lot of business analysts, business systems analyst, just a systems analyst, technical business systems analyst. There's all sorts of variations of different kinds of analysts. Analysts are a key to the business organization. They're the glue that connects the technical side and the business side together. As an analyst, I will have been in meetings where I'm hearing the technical people talk about how a system should work or what they're going to be providing to the business. And the business side, which are usually your other analysts, or it could be someone who's representing that project or that organization. They're often called business owners. So someone from a marketing department or a finance department, they might want a system, so they're working as the business owner with the IT folks. Well, a lot of times what happens is the IT people will be talking about how they're going to build a certain system, what it's going to take, what they're going to be, what kind of database or programming is going to be required. And the business people often just say it goes over their head. They'll say, okay, let's do it. But then a lot of times I'm the one who has to step in and say, hold on, the IT people just said this. Do you know what that means? Okay, I don't have to necessarily say it like that, but oftentimes I have to word my questions in a way that might sound very obvious to the technical people. But a lot of times the business folks just do not understand what was just said. In certain cases, it has had a huge impact what they said and what was just ignored. There have been times when the technical team wanted to build a system a certain way, but the business side just acknowledged it, but they didn't quite understand what was the implications of what they just agreed to. So an analyst oftentimes has to step in and has to be the translator. Okay, well, the technical team is saying this. Then the analyst has to turn the very technical details into something understandable by the non-technical people. So an analyst has a very, very important role because sometimes a decision can be made without really being understood by everyone involved. One of the main responsibilities of an analyst is to work with the business team to understand what system they're trying to build. What is it that's going to solve their need? So then they'll understand it, document everything, they design what the system should do, and they put it into what's something called a requirements document. And then they hand it over or work with the technical side and help them figure out how it can be built. After the system is built, the analysts go in, they also help test the system, make sure it was built the way that was intended. The analysts are also developing training material for the stakeholders, whoever needs it. Maybe it's the business side that needs to know, well, how should this system function? So analysts are also giving training or training the other trainers so they can go train out in the field. I know lots of train word. There are other fun responsibilities of an analyst. Analysts also work with the project managers, and then they help coordinate meetings. So we'll talk a lot more in detail about what the different types of analysts do and how to prepare for some of these meetings. One thing to note, a lot of different organizations do things differently. So an analyst in one place might have really different kinds of responsibilities than another one, but ultimately they're doing the same kind of stuff but in a different flavor. So there you have it, friends. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know in the comments below what you want me to cover next.